Never seen you so fancy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Jeopardy, you know?
You're good to go.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is a regular scheduled commissioner meeting for October 20th, 2025. Everybody, please rise for the pledge of allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. So, first thing is roll call. Zorn,
Here.
Evero,
Here.
Elson,
Here.
and Tramby's here, and Edlin is absent. So, first thing is need approval of the agenda. Need a motion for that, or any, I guess, any objection or any corrections or straptions to the agenda.
I'll make a motion to accept it.
Okay, motion by Averill to accept the agenda is approved. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Zorn. In discussion, one last time, in discussion. All in favor of approving the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Same sign opposed. Motion carried. Okay. Guys, take a look at the approval of the October 6th minutes, please. We had two meetings there. We had one at 4:30, then we had a 6 o'clock, which was the approved the budget meeting. So, and I'll take a peek at that real quick, guys, and see what you guys think.
Already read it. I'll make a motion to.
Okay. Motion by Olson to approve the minutes as presented. Do I have a second to that?
Make a second on that.
Okay, second by Averill. Any discussion? Any discussion? One last time, any discussion? All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Same sign opposed, motion carried. Do we have? We did forget one little thing in here, the public comment.
Public comment, sorry.
So we have public comment thing, we have nothing, it doesn't there, but it's supposed to be, but anyway, there's nobody here I could see, so we'll just keep on rolling on that one, but supposed to be right in the beginning there, but
Sorry about
that's
that.
okay. At least we, yeah.
Thank you for
Bills,
Grabbing that.
yeah, bills. Guys, anything that stands out, Sam? Yeah,
No,
Mhm.
No, I just looked at the
Okay.
bills last night and I thought
Okay.
they all look good.
What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I see you paid Water States out, I see.
I think there's a.
Yeah.
Today,
Okay,
right, Sam?
got this one?
then we need a motion to approve that, Sam, or I see in the bills, I suppose, and you can
Yep.
sign it then, okay. Okay. That's 584. Of course, that's a cost share, correct? Yeah, so everybody knows that, so.
Gilbertson's was for gravel, right?
Yes, correct, right, Wayne? Gratwell,
That's, you're in the minutes.
you're in the minutes, yeah.
You have
no,
to
Oh, that's,
Keep going, yeah.
Nope, you have to now go out.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Why?
Cause I put it. I-
You moved it.
I did. I added another thing so that it's.
Oh, well, it's turned backwards again, right?
Yeah, but you can now flip it.
Don't worry. I'll let somebody else read it.
It's okay.
I can't read crooked, you know. my
Well,
eyes
I
are straight
switched
up.
it. Are yours crooked?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're crooked.
Cause I moved them.
I know you did. That's okay.
That's why I did it like that, so that you guys could see
We
it.
kind of like looking like this.
Do you?
What do you think? That's kind of different.
Never mind.
Well, I just like this.
No comments?
One day, someday in the future,
It'll get there.
it'll get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, so I need a motion to approve the bills.
I'll make a motion to approve the bills as presented.
Okay, I made a motion by Zorn to approve the bills are presented. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Averill. Okay, in discussion? Any discussion? One last time, any discussion? We'll take a voice vote because it's money. Zorn,
Aye.
Averill,
Aye.
Holston,
Aye.
and Trimey votes aye. Motion carried. Okay. Next thing is, what's next? Oh, what's next thing here? Have to look here. That one. Yeah.
Wayne.
Oh,
Wayne, you're up.
Wayne, you're up. Okay, sorry. Must be Monday. There we go. There we go.
Just need your signature.
Yep, got it. Got a pen for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Do that.
Under owner, right?
Yes.
Paul will give us a little update on the Hannaford project,
They clap.
probably done.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
So I guess the
Oh, I-
first thing for Hannaford, they got paving done last week. They're just working on the shoulder prep. They gotta pull the topsoil back up to the edge of the asphalt and they'll seed that. They're gonna put up the permanent signs and the mailboxes this week and
Oh.
finish permanent striping, and that should pretty much wrap that one up. We'll have progressive estimate number 3 was in your packet there. I think it was already approved on the list of bills, but and looks like you already signed it. So is that, I guess, do you guys want a separate motion to approve the estimate or
You want to, okay. So I need a motion to approve the
progressive estimate 3?
estimate 3 for that.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion by Zorn, approved motion 3. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, second by Averill. On discussion. Any discussion? One last time. Any discussion? Okay. By voice vote, right? Yep, good money, yep. Zorn,
Aye.
Averill.
Aye.
Ellison
Aye.
and Trombley votes aye. Motion carried. Okay,
All right, sounds good. And then we'll draft the reimbursement request for that, since I have that attached to it. For Wayne to sign when he gets back from Sioux Falls.
The
Then-
seeding and the grass, is that hydro seeded then?
In town it is, yeah. And then the stuff out of town, they just have to broadcast some seed into it and rake it in and,
Put some straw over it.
yeah, I don't even think we had that out there. It was just incidental to the shoulder prep bid items, so.
Okay.
We're not like actually tracking quantities on it separately.
Okay.
That's not a separate pay item. Did you guys get reimbursement from 1 and 2 already?
I don't think we had. As of last week, I haven't talked to him this morning. Yes.
And Bryce would be the one that's
Yeah.
tracking that. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Coming up, I guess before we be meeting again, federal aid meetings are Monday, October 27th at 11:15 a.m. down in Bismarck. If you guys are going to NDACO, and any of the commissioners attending that?
I'd like to. Yeah, hopefully I can make it down there.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it'd be just in the little meeting rooms. They were on the ground floor last year. Just past the registration desk, just keep going straight and it'll be on your right-hand side before the stairs.
Where is it at?
In the event center in Bismarck.
Civic Center, right? Civic
Yeah,
Center.
Civic Center,
Civic
26, correct?
27th.
27?
On a Monday?
Yep,
Okay,
Yeah.
So what's the time? I didn't.
11:15 a.m. And then, if you guys happen to be there the night before, KLJ's having a supper at the Jack Steakhouse on the 26th, that Sunday, meeting around 6 o'clock there. So you guys are all welcome to attend that if you happen to be in town. I think the only other project stuff we have is Griggs County 19. I gotta check and see if they cut the tabs off of the
Yeah,
center line yet.
I haven't checked that recently.
Yeah, I'll drive by there. I'm gonna check out Hannaford after the meeting. Then we
So-
did get the application submitted for Prairie Dog or Flexible Transportation Fund, sorry, for Griggs County 8 and 2. So we'll know by those by the end of the year, whether they'll be funded or not, but they won't have any money to put into those until the next session here.
okay,
So it'll be 27 before we'd see any money from that.
okay.
But we'll know, be able to plan for it at least. Hopefully, they're telling us by the end of the year anyway, that those selections will be made. Bridge project is supposed to be in the spring. The Decker Bridge. And I think that's the only federal aid project we have planned currently. Wayne's
I
got
see
your,
it's not on there, but
Yeah,
because it's already,
Do they got a date when they're breaking ground or just depends on when the frost comes through?
it says they had May,
Did they?
on their schedule.
Isn't it after the fish go through? Isn't that part of it?
Well,
Not.
yeah, so they'd be able to mow bin and do some work,
Okay,
but they can't do any work in the channel
that's what the,
until, I think June 15th.
yeah, that's right. We do.
There's a, from April 1st to May 5th, or April 1st to June 15th, I think is the spawning window. I'm not 100% sure. It's April sometime. I don't remember if it's the first.
They can do stuff on each side of it for work, right? Each side of it or not?
Yeah, they'd be able to,
Yeah.
they might be able to demo the old bridge. I'm not, if they don't drop it in the water. I'm not 100%
Speaking
sure
of
on
bridges.
that. Yeah. And they haven't started, they got one in Nelson County upstream of there, that they're supposed to start this fall yet and they haven't had requested a pre-job yet. It's the
Oh,
same
yeah.
contractor. So we'll see what happens, but I think that's what their game plan is still. All that may juggle a little bit. If they get any more projects on the bid openings this winter. But their completion date is still the end of the next year anyway. So,
Okay, so it's
so
right.
they have to get it done.
And who got that project again? That guy's out of Minnesota, right?
Yeah, RM Schroeder.
Shorter, yeah, that's it, that's it.
Yep.
yep, so I don't have anything else yet figured out what to put on for future projects, I guess.
Right.
There's too many to choose. A lot of rough pavement
Yeah, definitely.
getting to be.
Well, I will say this though, when I was in Hannaford this weekend and everything, you know, people zoom across the to drive across it, but everything does look good.
Good.
I'll give them that. I mean, they're doing a good job and, just obviously we're not driving across it, so we don't know for sure, but like if you sit there, everything seems solid, seems good, seems like even like all the patchwork, like you said, around the curbs and all that, what they're trying to do finish, everything looked really clean. I was really happy.
Yeah, I was through there after the last commission meeting and it looked good in town. They hadn't paved the outside yet, but
No, they were.
it looked like it was ready for it.
Yeah, they were short or something like that. It's like they came to a point and stopped or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, they held it just short of the intersection, so they had to have a continuous lift from there all the way through.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess I'm gonna go take a look at it now, but that sounds like things went pretty well overall. The contractor was pretty decent to work with.
Just in
And
time,
there's some,
just in time for corn harvest.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully they'll get the striping done in the next few days. Their completion date is this Saturday, so.
Well, I know,
track for that.
especially, I mean, I don't know if they can do in the rain, but I'm sure this rain does not make it any easier for them to do all that either.
Well, right, yeah, and I mean, he's doing some work on those outside the pavement after the striping's on. That won't it be charged liquidated damages for that seating on the shoulders, but
Yeah.
they'll have to have the striping and signs up by the end of this week or they'll have liquidated damages. So I'm sure they're gonna make every effort to make that happen. Then there's some grant applications coming up, transportation alternatives. If you guys have any pathway projects, those are due by the end of the year. One that I think probably should apply for Griggs County too, is that not flexible. Which one is that again? The one that,
One for the recreational.
yeah, that one. They took the limit off, the $300,000 limit off of that. They bumped it up to 500,000 and it's 60/40. So that one would be a good one to submit for that
Yeah.
program. Special road fund. Yeah, it's what the state generates off of interest off of the money they have in the bank.
Okay.
So for a while there, it wasn't fun. It's not funded every time, but they do have a solicitation out right now for that. So I guess, would you guys want to submit Griggs County 2 into Red Willow for that?
Yeah, let's try
Program?
that, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I'll get something put together for that.
That first one, we were talking for like, is that like sidewalks? What's that first one you were talking about?
Yeah, sidewalks, bike paths, transportation alternatives is non-motorized travel. So if you have, I don't know if you have any, I don't think you have any county roads that have any pedestrian stuff attached to them.
No,
And those, you have to, the design is 100% county cost and I think they're 90-10.
Yeah.
HIP's 90-10. I'm not 100% sure if it's 90-10. I think it is. So like if you wanted to do something with the path that extends from the Hannaford project out to that little park, that would be one that would, one that would qualify for that.
Oh, being like, or to mean to the,
I think it's just a
Ball Hill.
shoulder.
oh, like down to the Ball Hill Creek, you mean, or not?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, down.
yeah,
Well,
you know what the campground's called.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
on the east side of
Mhm.
Hannaford there.
Yeah.
I think that's the only recreational facility that I know that you have.
Yeah.
I think you probably could have one on Highway 2 there. From Red Willow to the highway. A lot of bicycles run on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
they,
there is.
really?
But it'd be expensive.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I could be building through those sloughs to get
Yeah, it
enough
would,
width.
it'd just be expensive, but it would be a nice place to have
Never thought about
a
that.
path.
Well, even one within the park area would be kind of nice. Okay. I think that's all I had for ideas today.
So I have been receiving calls from people complaining about our blading schedule they're not coming around fast enough.
Mhm.
At County Road 28, I got a call this morning about that again. But when we've only got 3 blades and we got all that territory covered, you get a few rainy days. This is the map of Big County, and it's got divided into which blade has which area. And it's green is the blade out of Benford. Comes all the way down to 200. There does the Hazard Road, we call it 15, Maxwell Road, over to Cheyenne River. And all the township stuff in that area. There's Jake, he goes from county line to the county line. And Jim, same thing. So it's a lot of miles.
Do you know how many miles roughly each blade travel has to?
Just happen to have that. If I can find it. Yeah, here. So if you wanna take one out and pass it around,
Okay.
just pull it right out of that.
Yeah, got it. There you go.
They're not all exactly equal, but pretty close. So it shows on their Cooperstown blade, which is Jake, has 147 miles of township road and 66 miles of gravel. Total of 213. 213 miles. The Sutton blade has 134 miles of township, 73 miles of county road, for a total of 207 miles. And let's see, Binford Blade has 101 total miles of township road and 85 miles of county road. So you get a few rainy days and a few vacation day here and there. Count
Well,
up.
And then if they go and fall, do the
Yeah,
graveling and
and
they go
they're
lay between
graveling in
gravel,
between time.
you know,
We have put on the road about $93,000 worth of gravel this year.
Okay,
So of course, the blade's gotta be bladed for a while, and then towards the end of the day.
you gotta go and smooth those out,
Lay it.
correct?
So we need gravel.
it takes about 6.5 weeks for like, well,
I think it's about that.
I talked to one of the farmers in Jake's area talked to me and he said that it's about 6.5 weeks for him to come back around. And that's obviously if there's no rainy days or gravel.
Right, I looked on Jake's, because somebody complained this morning about County Road 28. And the last time it was bladed was 9th of September.
The amount of rain we've had and
Yeah.
traffic and trucks and gravel or
Yeah.
rain hauling right now.
And it doesn't help that those between 26 and 28, especially 26, they are extremely traveled roads. I mean, I'm not saying that the other ones aren't, but with Hannaford and the connection between the counties, there's a
Right.
lot of traffic on those roads.
How
So,
many miles a day can that
Yeah,
blade
that's
get?
my question. Yeah, you beat me to the punch.
Well, you can usually go 4 to 5, maybe 5 might be miles an hour. So you take that times 8 hours or 7 hours or 9. You cover quite a few, but I mean, you've got to go back and forth. A lot of times you got to make a round and a half. That's down, back and back across.
Yeah, no,
So. And of course, each time it takes longer, and especially when it's a good moisture season, grass grows, the weed grows. So you can't get a smooth windrow unless you make multiple passes. You still can't get it smooth, but. So. Thinking. It's a good reason, and of course, like one of my guys said, each year we're going backwards, because we can't keep up.
Right.
Can't blade them often enough. The more you blade them, the better you're gonna have your road. Cause you get it crowned, the water runs off instead of,
Mhm.
well, you gotta take it off the shoulders, and a lot of times they don't
Yeah.
get far enough out with
and if you
pulling
don't
it in
come back
either. I get
far.
a lot of your
often-
gravel goes out to the edge and
Yeah,
then gets
then
grass
there's
in
grass.
it, but you gotta pull that in if you're gonna do it. Otherwise, it just
Yeah, we usually
leave
do it in the spring.
water on the edge.
Do it in the spring when you take a retriever and retrieve it, but.
Okay,
So was a farmer this morning called, and I said, well, part of it's because you're hauling on days when you shouldn't be. Well, the grain is dry, he said, we gotta haul dry corn.
Right.
Well.
and of course, when you come to the intersection, of course, that's when you put the brakes on it.
yes,
That's when you get the
and
washboardies.
acceleration.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, I drive the school bus every once in a while on the routes, I can really see that.
that's the biggest problem too that you see. I mean, yeah, someone get dips, but a lot of them are the washboards.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
And the more you drive on them, the worse they're getting too.
Right.
That's what's horrible about them.
So Jim was gonna blade his half this morning, cause he goes from number 1 all the way across to County Road 3.
It depends on what kind of gravel you get. If you get round stones, it just blows it into the ditch. and it
There's
won't-
some
won't
of
stay on
this
top of
gravel
the
now,
road.
it gets so hard when it's dry that you can't.
You can't blade it then either. You
Picks
gotta
up
have some
sheets-
moisture.
Picks up sheets of,
We might be better off buying a good roller behind the blade when it's moisture than it is to even buy another
they've
blade.
got those Packers on behind,
Yeah, but I know what they are. My cousin sold them.
Yeah, he did,
I mean,
thank goodness.
I don't know if this is a stupid question. Is there any way, like, especially at some of these times when it gets dry, is there any way we can like get I mean, I know it's tough, they're funding, but get some kind of water truck in there and hose them down, or does that not work?
It
It would
would.
work on intersections, I think, if you could put calcium chloride down for
With it.
so many feet.
No,
I don't know if that would. Do they still get washboardy? Probably. I know they get holes. in
It
it.
helps.
That depends upon what kind of gravel you have.
Right.
Too, of course.
yeah,
If you had some moisture and on double roller, but then you gotta have a truck and you gotta have a tractor and you
Yeah,
gotta have
yeah.
double rollers behind it, you know, in order to get it packed in decent.
And the equipment that they're driving with isn't getting any smaller either.
no,
Never will get those triple axles in there and wrecking everything.
So there's my plea for it. For another.
Back when we
blade.
ran 4 blades, what, do you remember what they areas were?
That was,
You have, I mean.
what do you mean? What did you ask?
Oh, when we had 4 blades. The area like, you know.
Yeah, I've still got a map that shows the 4 points.
Where did that come out of Cooperstown or what? The fourth blade, where did you?
Yeah,
start?
we had 2 blades in
Yeah,
Cooperstown,
that-
one in Benford, one.
Yeah,
by
just
Sutton,
asking.
in Sutton, or out by Sutton.
yeah.
So. Areas were quite a bit smaller, well, divided by 4 versus. Take all those miles, add them together, divide it by 4.
You know, when the commission got rid of the 4th blade, went to 3, I believe the original plan is that they were gonna have still 4 guys, 3 blades, and they were gonna run shifts, they were gonna run.
Yeah.
You know, Fridays and stuff to keep that blade going. Well, that didn't happen. So now,
And it
We-
couldn't
we-
happen because if it did happen, we'd have ran out of 7,000 hours a couple of years ago
on
right,
the 3 blades
on 3
and
blades.
3 blades. Yeah.
you
They
know,
wanted, they wanted all 3 blades going 6 days a week. And they said that, oh, somebody can change off. I said, what happens when there's disaster or a snowstorm or whatever, where we need everybody out? And they've already worked their 40 hours or 50 hours or whatever.
right,
And you're gonna have to pay overtime. Well, there's never been enough money in the budget to pay a lot of overtime. There's some. But some years we don't use it, some years we do.
but you know, if you just think about that, because. You think that the 7 years since we've gone to 3 blades, the rows have gone backwards. Well, they're going to, because if we're still only working 40 hours with 3 blades versus 4,
Well,
That we.
this is what I told the other commissioners at the time. There's no way that you're gonna be able to keep up
Right,
with 3 blades. I don't care how you do it.
Yeah,
You're either gonna run out of hours, which is what we ran out of hours already. Plus, we had 2 real good winters where we hardly were out.
correct.
right.
We'd had normal winters, we'd have ran out of hours
Hours.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got lucky on a couple.
we got lucky last
Very
year.
lucky.
Well, I guess the next question for you is, we get the 4th blade. Who would run it? What are your plans?
Well, Griggs County would probably have to hire somebody,
What can do in the meantime, I guess?
but in the meantime. If there was a bad storm or whatever, I could run one. As long as I'm able to. Or Gary would run, he would be willing to run with. One with a steering wheel, but he doesn't want to run with a joystick.
Joysticks.
You know, and I was thinking too, in the summertime, and this may work, I may not. If we even had like Gary that does the graveling, if they, just like Gilbertsons do at the end of the day, have the blade there and that they take that 4th blade and blade the gravel and leave the guys on the township roads graveling, that I think we'd see a major, you know, just an increase of what, you know, and that's just for this year. I mean, I think that we should budget for a guy next year, but we can't this year, our hands are tied.
Yeah,
But we should budget for a blade, but if for this year, we're through, snow and whatnot, I think we know with you and Gary. You know, try and run them as much as we can. You know, and another question I haven't asked anybody, but you know, when you get a call on a bad spot or a township road, we you know, we have Gary run up and take care of it versus the other guys, you know, and try, because that's been a couple of the complaints I've heard is that, and then I've come and talked to you, because I've had people say, well, show me a picture. Well, it's a town, and I come talk to you, and it's a township road, you know, and they haven't called, or if they have called, they're 6 weeks, they're on the list, but they're 6 weeks or better before you can get there. So,
that would definitely bump up, you know, that stuff too, so.
In the wintertime, townships prefer a blade, because you've got the wing where you
Yeah.
can push it out far. But we've had to use trucks, because we had 3 trucks now, thank you. So we were able to get done with,
Can move the stuff out in a
County
hurry,
stuff.
in a hurry.
you know, in it's a day or 2 days.
Yeah.
but if you take a truck out and then say we get a bad winter,
Yeah.
you can take a truck out and go open a road to get it open, but then you can come back and get into the blade. And go start opening your corners, your bad spots, your shelter belts. You know, where the wind has sucked everything in and wing it back, because you can't do that with a truck. You're,
Right. I think everybody pretty much agrees that there's a need for one. You know, when I ran blade, I would gravel for till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that I'd get in my blade and I'd lay the gravel.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, and that's what we used to do. One time we had 5 motor graders.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
twice as many people. And then we went to 4, which we did pretty good. We had some real bad winters, so. I know the need is there. I don't know exactly where the money can come from. That's,
well, we've looked into the money portion of it too, you know, and the one, there's a couple options. You know, if we wanted to pay for the whole thing, that we'd be taking. We could use the money from the prairie, the 99,000 that we just paid Gilbertsons, am I correct on this? We can use the 99,000 that we just gave Gilbertsons, use that money to purchase onto the blade, and then use prairie dog funds to pay for the gravel.
Oh,
And then.
we could do that?
And then we do have COVID funds that you could take the other 27,000 from, or you could even choose to finance that 27,000.
Bryce and I did talk after you had left that day. You know, you are into October. And so then the gravel fund that you have for next year, you know, you could then reallocate those funds, you know, for the gravel next year to be taken out of the prairie dog funds, and then take that other, you know,
Oh.
27 out of the gravel fund again for next year. I mean, because you are right here at the end of the year, so.
Right. But there definitely are options, you know, if you even wanted to finance 27, or you can use COVID funds, or like Sam said.
One quick question. How much, okay. There's other places have their own blade. You follow me, like down south of me, they have their own blade.
Yep.
How much, the question is how much business, I'll be honest, how much business are we gonna lose if we don't do nothing? You follow what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know, cause they'll go somewhere else if we can't do it. You follow what I'm just saying?
Yep. You know, I think there's a need. I don't think there's a township out there that is not looking for blade work. I mean, it's
Correct.
It's becoming very.
Yeah.
There again, with all the truck and traffic and heavy equipment, you know, there's a real need.
right.
So, okay,
So, and then, okay, let's say we figure out a way to pay for it. You're in, what can you do? You'd figure it out for the year to rotate guys through to speed it up, but next year you'd probably work another guy into your budget. Is that what you're thinking, or what? Or you think you're somewhere within reason to hire another guy as soon as possible?
No. We can't hire anybody.
We don't have the funds to hire another.
Okay,
not for next year, no. Not
They
for
would-
next
they'd have to run it.
Yeah.
okay, well, that's
Myself.
why I'm asking.
Yep,
just to make
yep.
sure, so.
Yep.
So it wouldn't be, you guys would have to rotate through just to stay caught up, and then after that, hopefully.
Yep.
Try and allocate funds for 2027.
Correct,
Wages.
Budget,
yeah.
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 Well, how much do we make out of the townships?
I think I put like 105,000, but I don't know. That was. Let's see. What show? Revenue in this. From the last year. Townships in 24 was 81,313. But then we increased the price to $220 an hour from 75.
220 or 120?
Huh?
Was it 220 an hour that we?
No,
120,
Yeah, you said 220.
150 for private.
Yeah, one, yeah. Which we were way below everybody else in the area.
So I haven't seen a report recently of what
He just got it.
revenues. did
Yep,
we?
he just got it on Friday, I think.
Okay. So, we still got 2 months.
Right.
And we haven't even, snow hasn't flown yet, so
Snow
that'd be a
has.
big factor too.
So we still have the ones sitting down there, correct? From John Deere, or they take them back?
All of them went back.
They all went
to
back.
Moorhead.
So what's the deal? I get it, if we,
Because I haven't talked to them because I haven't been sure of exactly what we're gonna do.
who hauled them back, by the way? Do you guys haul them back?
No, I think we paid that bill this time, Howard Ehlers.
Oh, okay, okay.
All 2 of them back and we hauled the one ourselves.
Yourself, okay.
Now our trailer is set up. We got good airbags in there, so
That's good.
it actually stays up, so we can haul it back.
There's 2 ways to look at that
Yeah.
too, of township work that we're doing, that's one thing is that how much money do we generate? The other part side of it, we need to look at is we're not letting our roads go backwards,
Mhm.
We're keeping up with the demand a lot more.
Yeah.
Normally, we used to blade our county roads twice before we would blade
The townships, yeah.
Yeah.
But I suppose you're just going across once just to get them by because you got such high demand. for
I mean,
everybody
most
else.
of the time, they probably still do a round and a half on them,
It
over
looks
there.
like you have received 75,663 year to
Okay.
date right now from townships.
Okay.
And I don't know what's outstanding, but some of them
Yeah.
are real good, some.
Was it, would it be financially better to let them go back to the privates? I mean,
Well, yeah, there's two ways.
I know, I just,
The problem is a lot of the privates can't keep up either. That's the, down my area, I have a couple guys that are private and they do struggle to get their own stuff done, I'm just telling my guy does.
but you gotta complain to them then if they're not getting
Yeah,
it done.
correct.
Not to Wayne. I mean,
That's right, yeah,
that's
that's the
just-
issue,
Just,
yeah. And most, like the private guys, they have to, a new blade, a new blade is, if we buy, it's, $500,000, if they buy it, it's 600,000.
Cause they have to be taxed.
It's government's, bid on it, so you have to have a lot of deep pockets, I guess, to buy a private, you need a lot of business to keep it going.
But we have talked about that. If the county just took care of the county roads, then the townships take care of the township.
Yeah.
but Might be lynched.
You can't leave them hanging either.
But
That's the,
the thing has been, it's convenient for the townships too. I mean, some of them don't pay right away, some of them pay right away.
how much does Gilbertson's do up in that area?
They do Bryan and Rosendahl.
Yeah.
There. And it's Broadview and Greenfield.
Down here, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Now, what I've talked to them, they said they didn't want any more. When I've talked to them, they didn't want any more townships, so.
Oh,
They're pretty much, they're pretty much, I'd say maxed out, but for manpower too, I think.
Yeah. But. You wanna buy a grader?
There you go, Lauren.
oh, I would if I wasn't, if I wasn't,
No.
if I had the money, I'd buy one just for something to do in the afternoon.
Okay,
Well, the thing is, I mean, some of these places have found out that there's not enough work just to buy a maintainer and pay for it off of
Yeah.
townships for 3 or whatever.
you keep
There's
busy,
Gotta have
several that
other
are bought
stuff.
And
sit.
then they end up reselling them.
Yeah.
I know of one now that just got sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went back.
And then I think some of them were getting bladed too often. Or snow plowed too often. So. They only have, townships only have so much money too, so they can't.
So what do they have down, so that the three blades we took back to them, are they still there? Has he sold them or we, that,
They're all there.
it's the big thing is if we want to buy one, we want one of those.
We want one of those, yeah.
Correct.
We can buy, yeah, we can pick which one of those we want for 127,000.
Okay,
But
And what I
there's-
understood, Wayne, maybe I'm wrong in this, but what I understood is that price stood as long as we bought it through RDO financing.
Maybe,
Because they own them, technically they own them right now.
okay.
And so I think that's when that price stands.
yeah, I have to talk to.
That's what I understood.
Okay.
So.
So Butler would like to,
Do something.
and he's been looking, but they're either more hours on them, a higher price. The thing is, if we did get one of these, we have a bunch of filters and stuff.
For the John Deere.
Still from the John, yeah,
Yeah. And we know the machines.
because they wouldn't take them.
Well, like Jeff's machine just had a wiring harness and a turbo and stuff put on it. I'd probably try and get that one.
Expensive items.
Yeah.
Yep, and the
I
one
mean,
that.
tires are expensive too, but that's an easy
Yeah.
fix compared to all that stuff.
Right.
The one I keep getting a quote on comes on my email. Saying there's something wrong with the joystick. And that's on Jim's machine,
Oh, really?
which it doesn't have a joystick.
No.
Oh, I mean, the John Deere one he turned in.
Yeah.
Jeff's machine, was that a steering wheel machine?
What?
That was a steering wheel machine, Jeff's?
The old one, yeah.
All three of those
Yeah,
old ones.
all
were
wheels.
steering.
Oh, okay. Just as long as,
They all.
because
had,
Barbara wanted a steering wheel, so. Well, I would like to make a motion that we would have him find out, Wayne find out that that machine is available at one of those machines, preferably probably Jeff's, is available at that price. And that we could get it bought.
Okay,
Well, I don't know. Just, why don't you just make it that he checks it out and reports back to us?
That's what I was just saying.
Well,
I'm
but
making
you
a
put the,
motion.
where you put the bot on it, and I don't know if we wanna
It-
make a motion to buy it today.
Well,
No,
he's
but-
not making a motion, he's
I
just making a
want
motion,
him,
look into it.
I wanted that we can get it bought
At that
at
price.
that
Okay,
price.
just so we get the terminology correct.
okay. Okay, motion by Zorn.
Second.
Do we have a second by Averill? In discussion? In discussion? Last time, in discussion? Do we have to, suppose it's no voice vote in this one, it's no money. Well, do we?
No, this isn't money yet.
This is money. Okay, so all in favor say
Aye.
aye. Opposed, same sign.
Nay,
Okay, one. Okay. Motion carried. I'll say, I'll vote yes, so. So motion carried, so, okay. Okay, Wayne,
All I got.
And if we have to, I mean, if we, we get some numbers and it's a tight crunch, let us know. And maybe we could just do a quick emergency meeting.
We
for
could.
approval.
give me a special meeting, we have to.
Okay.
That's not a problem. Okay, anything else, guys?
I
That's
Go
all.
ahead.
wrote a draft to respond to Grand Forks engineer.
Oh,
I
okay,
mean,
on number
and
one,
I'll finish typing it up and give it to our state's attorney.
that's on number one you're talking, right? On number.
Yeah,
Yeah, number
yeah.
one, correct.
And then if he approves it, we'll probably have it ready for next meeting.
Okay. Sounds good.
But we want to thank him for responding anyhow. You know,
I know.
it just like, but
What did they have to say?
Well,
they said that maybe in 2 years, they might be able to repave the surface and dig up some culverts and put bumps in the road. Well,
the problem is every time you repave it, it gets narrower, correct? Is that right, guys?
well, they were gonna take 2.5 inches off maybe and add 3s, but I mean, it still raises it and puts steeper slopes on it.
Yeah, it's
And
just,
if you dig out the culverts, you're gonna have a differential of soils, which expands different in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Where if you relined it, just relined the culverts that were there, you wouldn't have that problem.
But if
Maybe
they're-
they could reline them.
If they're in good enough shape, possibility. And they can inject they can seal them up and inject grout into the, if there's voids above them, they can.
Well, you
fill
could,
it
but,
up too with foam.
I forget the road up by Maddock where they relined that whole section of roadway
Mhm.
that was when
Okay.
we were on that project at one time.
I think they did a bunch on 20 here a few years ago too.
Yeah.
Up towards Spirit Lake.
I think you're right. That's a pretty good road now, actually, going the back way in.
But if you could do that, you wouldn't have that problem like they did north of Benford where they dug them up. Made a mess out of the whole road.
Yeah, well,
Well, it's.
I know, it's what it is, unfortunately.
Well, I just would suggest relining rather than
Yeah,
digging them out.
I always think of, and it's bad here, but I took the school bus up to Walhalla this last winter. You get
Oh,
north
boy.
of Highway 2 and it's really bad.
Got kids bouncing off the
Oh
ceiling.
my God, it was awful. Yeah, when you see a bump in the road, it said sign, you slow down the school bus. Let's hit the ceiling. Kids kind of like that, but anyway, just kidding. Anyway, it's okay, guys. Thank you.
Yep,
Appreciate it.
appreciate
Yes,
it, guys.
Yes, thank you.
We'll wait to hear from you,
Yep,
Chase.
yep, at work. So next up, we have,
Message you.
Pat, sorry, Pat, from South Central. And she's gonna give a little bit of what they do. I was at their meeting here last Thursday on their budget thing for the senior center for here. So I asked her if she'd come and give a little synopsis, what you guys kind of,
It's mad.
everybody knows. Okay, thank you for coming.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm gonna pass these around. I brought our annual report, which I don't know if anybody cares.
Yeah, one from me.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
South Central, we're a private nonprofit. And we've been providing services to the elderly and transportation for public transit well, I've been there 45 years.
Wow.
And I started as a bus driver back in 1980, so kind of dates me as far as what we've been doing. I can't remember the exact year that we took over Griggs County. It was when you passed your senior mill levy. The state asked us if we would start meals up here, which kind of ended up, we started out as just Barnes County. When I started, it was just Barnes County. Now we have 8 counties of transit, and I have 11 counties that I oversee for the meals programs, but I subcontract for Stutzman, Wells, Sheridan with James River Seniors and with Dickey County Seniors for Oaks and Allendale meals. So
Okay.
kind of gives an idea. And what we've done, one of the things that, and I did make copies of this, and maybe you guys have it, but this is the mill levy law for the elders, for elderly mill levy. And as far as the senior mill levy, it's capped in Century Code at 2 mills. Counties can go in, I mean, if you want to go in more out of the general fund or whatever you can, but as far as the senior mill levy is concerned, you can only levy 2 mills. And what we do for each of the counties, and I brought a lot of stuff along. I did ran a bunch of stuff last night because I thought, well, I don't know what, I don't know if they give this to you as the auditor, but these are and I do a budget like that for everybody, for every county. And we track everything separately for each county so that everybody knows where their mill levy goes and where their state aid and their federal money. We're funded partially out of the Older Americans Act, which is run through the Department of Human Services. They pay us per meal for every meal that's served. And then partially through the Department of Transportation, which we receive federal FTA funding and state aid for public transit. After you're talking about all the roads and whatever, I'm the one who ends up testifying on behalf of the transit providers across the state. So I've sat in on lots of the road stuff that I don't really understand very well, but,
Just heard about our side of it.
yeah, especially when Grant was still there, Grant Levi was still at the DOT. You know, we ended up testifying a lot in front of those committees, so. The legislature this last year, they had said that they told our legislators that, they were gonna fund the meals program, that they would maintain what they had funded the prior year. And when it came down, when we got contracts, they did not do that. So there's some conversation going back and forth between Department of Human Services and the legislators as far as what their intent was and whatever that ends up being. And for our agency, it would be about 7,000 less meals that they would fund for us, that we'd have about 7,000 meals that we wouldn't get any state or federal funding for. Federal money stayed stagnant. There was no increase in that. Fortunately, I think that money had already come down before the government shut down, so I think we're okay until summer when we, you know, and we run on a fiscal year. We run July 1 through June 30th, so hopefully they have, and the same thing with the DOT. They've got that money in hand already, so we did for Griggs County, if you look on, I'm sorry, I'm getting something, I think. On page 29,
Okay.
it tells what we spent last year. And we spent $16,469 on outreach program, which any of you that know Deb Andreasen, she serves the meals at the senior center. And then I have one more handout. If I can find it. We're required by the state
Okay.
that every single person who eats, which last year it was 1,409 different people that ate through us. One of those has to be filled out on them every year in the year that they cycle, or in the month that they cycle. So the outreach workers go out and either contact people. If they come to the site, they can fill them out at the site. The home delivered people, they actually go to their homes and fill those out for them, send them in to me, and then I enter them into the data system that goes into the state. And until those are all in every month, they don't pay us anything. So we have to make sure, which is a pain for the outreach workers, to make sure they get them all done in the month that they belong in, or whatever, but so that's but okay, so Greg's, we spent 282,792. No, that's McIntosh, sorry. I have to keep track of all the counties here.
You have 7 counties, is that right? 7?
I
8?
have
Seven.
I have 8 for transit.
Okay.
We run Nelson. We have Barnes, Lamore, Foster, Logan, McIntosh, Griggs, Emmons, and Nelson for transit.
Okay.
And Emmons and Nelson, the DOT asked me to take those over a few years ago due to the fact, like Emmons County, when we took over there, they were doing 500 rides a year is all they were doing. The first year that we took over, they did 17,000 rides. That's what the need was.
Wow.
So, and we go from the south areas, we do about 15,000 rides in McIntosh, about 5,000 in Logan. Those counties go to Bismarck every day.
Okay, what about this county here? What do you do?
I can tell you exactly what you did last year.
Is the need greater out west than here or not?
It's greater in south and west, I think, because the elderly are so elderly. There's so many, there's the Germans from Russia.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many that are in the mid to late 90s, 100 years old. Some of them are still driving and probably shouldn't be, but we've saved. Yep. Yep. And we do a lot of rides down there. Griggs County last year, we did 5,519 rides
Okay.
in Griggs. Now, in each county is different. Like in Griggs County, most of the rides, or the majority of the rides to date, have been rural. I mean, out outside of Cooperstown. And we do Binford, Hannaford and Sutton, that we pick up passengers when we do take them. They can connect with our Nelson County bus to go to Grand Forks. We were running to Grand Forks every day, and it was kind of a, thank you. It was kind of a problem because there was days when we got GPS and all the buses that we realized they had 3 buses in there the same day,
Same day.
which was ridiculous. So we've tried to tried to get better control over that and coordinate more between, and with Foster County, like they were sending a bus. We do a lot of dialysis runs. We have somebody in Gilby, if anybody knows where that is. And we have somebody from here that we're taking to dialysis in Jamestown. The dialysis, they only have it available in Grand Forks, Bismarck, Jamestown, and Fargo. So all of our counties have to go somewhere for dialysis. None of our counties have dialysis in their county. And the one in Oaks closed, so so those people now have to go to Fargo or Jamestown for theirs. So I don't know if anybody if you look through this, it tells like what each county does, what percentages are. South Central as a whole served 1,409 different people meals last year. And we served 92,936 meals that we directly served in the 6 counties that we. I'm sorry, I'm just.
Go ahead. That's no problem.
So in South Central as a whole, we did 120,000 rides last year. Also,
Wow.
so
What's each meal cost?
She's
Um,
got that.
it varies by county. In Griggs County, and you guys have some of the cheapest meals. Those cost are $10.79 a meal. And yours are the cheapest because you get them out of Valley City. We don't pay a cook here. So they use the Valley City cook. Barn,
$10?
No. Explain that one.
what's that?
No.
I was wondering what it costs the person per
No.
meal.
Oh, what it costs them. The suggested is $3 a meal. So that's, and the average, if you look,
She's
and
talking about what their cost is.
what we actually are.
I pay $4 in Nelson County. Curious.
Right, and that's a suggested contribution, and by federal law, we cannot make anyone pay for the meals. It's a donation, which, and like I said, the suggested here is $3. We're getting $1.86 is what the average is.
No, I-
And we can't deny anyone a meal for refusal or inability to pay. So we have quite a few people that are very low income, and that's what we're here for. I mean, to keep people fed, so. And they can use food stamps, because it's under the Older Americans Act. You can't like go to a restaurant and use food stamps, but they can make a donation with food stamps, or with their EBT cards at the meal sites because they qualify under the Older Americans Act. So
You can get meals in Benford or just in Cooperstown?
we home deliver meals in Binford and Hannaford.
Right.
We've got, I think, 3 right now that are getting meals in Hannaford that the driver drops off on the way. Then he goes to Binford, and we've got between 10 and 15 at Binford. And we used to have, when Audrey Allen was alive, she was the site manager at Binford. And then we served meals in the center, and we served about 15 in the center, but no one would take her job when she passed away, so. I don't know does anybody have any questions about, and this is maybe more information that you want, but if you look at the sites that have, one of the things that, and Harold Rotunda does our audit, we're required to have an A133 audit. And I think Harold does yours, so,
This is
Harold, yeah.
It's everybody's.
Yeah, he's about the only one left that will do any of those or has the licensing to do that, which we're very thankful for, and he's way more reasonable than we are. I also run an assisted living facility that the seniors built in Valley City years ago. And they wanted to keep it local, and they don't require an A133. They don't get any, we don't get any subsidy from the federal or state government. And we're paying as much for that audit on that one facility that we're paying for the entire agency under Harold. So we're very thankful that we have Harold. But yeah, he, if you look at the sites, when you were asking about meal, when I was talking about meal cost, yours is the lowest in Griggs County, what it costs us. The counties where they actually have cooks and have the sites open are about $17 a meal is what it costs us. So we try to take meals as much out, and we've condensed the kitchens as much as we can now. Like at Lemoore serves Dickey, Marion, and Edgeley. They transport the meals out of Lemoore for them. Column does Gackle and Gackle and Judd and Column. Wishick does Wishick and Lair. Ashley does Ashley and Zealand. So that helps with the meal costs. Because when we had all those kitchens open, it was absolutely unable to do it anymore. Oh, and the budget, and you can look at that, the bottom line, and Scott knows this because he was at the meeting, but the bottom line on the last page is what we ask of the county for the mill levy to support the services that are in the budget. So, and this year, it pretty much is the whole mill levy. And there's been some discussion about like how the mill levy is used, like if you're not providing services to the elderly, if you're not doing anything, you probably shouldn't be getting mill levy money, which like Sutton they have no services there other than, they maybe are still doing flu shots there every year. But, they've gotten a lot of mill levy money. Griggs County is one of the few counties that actually has enough left after their budget is through to actually give money to the clubs to help run their operations. I have counties that have to raise 100% of the money to support their senior centers locally, out of fundraising and donations and whatever, because there's no mill levy money to do it with. So that's harder to do in when you've got a site like Cooperstown, because everything is kind of based out of there. So
and for another reason, it was that I was at the last meeting here when she was there, and our mill levy for next year, they're supposed to get 50,661, and then once from our mill levy for our two mills.
Yep.
And explain that, you said that other part, that 20%, or explain the other part of it.
Okay, the state, in the century code, they will match the first mill that you levy. They'll only match one mill, but they will match that with 87.5% by that. So you'll get that much additional into that. It's run through the Department of Human Services, and I know when the information is submitted to you, when she submits the information to the treasurer, to the state treasurer, then they issue the state match to the county. So
Another 20,000.
yeah, about another 20.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but it's getting tighter and tighter as groceries get worse. It gets worse. Fortunately, right now, gas is kind of on the either level or a little down, which, that helps on the transit side. But wages, when you're competing with, like in Valley City, they can work at McDonald's for $23 an hour. It's really hard to maintain drivers and kitchen staff. And we're very blessed that we have in all of our counties, we have lots of semi-retired drivers that love what they do. And I guess when we interview people, it's like you can teach them the rules and the regulations and teach them to drive, but you can't teach them to be nice people. and that's
Very true.
and that's one of our biggest criteria, because you're dealing with a lot of the people that are very frail
Lot
you
of-
know,
lot of
disabled.
Patience.
Yep, it takes patience and a lot of them, that's their only contact with the outside world. A lot of days is with the bus
That's the nice
driver.
Part about your Meals on Wheels, you know, or your meals you have, you know, I did it before too, is that it's a thing to check the person.
Yeah.
When you deliver the meals, you ask them how it's going, see what's going on. That's your check off, not your check off, but you're checking on them.
Yep,
What you're doing, see if anything's happening to them,
yep.
you know.
Yeah, and they're kind of, I mean, we ask the volunteers, like if they notice some big cognitive change or some physical change in their people to let us know, and then we send, well, here it would be Deb, but we have an outreach worker in every county and they would go out to their home and see if there's other services that they need, whatever, so.
Any more questions for her, guys?
Have you ever, I mean, I know some you're short, some you said you guys are doing okay. Have you guys gotten to the state saying, hey, can you raise it another little bit, or is that?
Yes.
I kind of figured you have, but I'm.
Yeah. And we actually did get this year, I testified in the hearings for the transit side of it. And they did put an extra $2 million into rural transit
Oh.
this year, which it does make a big difference for us, because last year we were short a lot. So, yeah, so we did get an increase on the transit side, but the ridership keeps going up too, so. And the
makes
cost
sense.
of wages and all of that, so it's like, yeah, I mean, it helps, but it doesn't cure everything, so.
Food, gas, wages, insurance,
And-
everything.
And insurance doubled. We
Yeah, I
paid,
remember
our
that.
insurance bill this
This
year
is-
was 192,000, which is horrific in my opinion, but
Terrible.
yeah. Yeah, and we're with Endorf, so I mean, we get our vehicle insurance through
insurance.
Endorf, so
Insurance fund.
we are gonna get it any cheaper in the
No.
private sector. Yeah.
Yes, sucks because you think they give you some discount, I don't know what you guys do, but they don't. They
What's
should-
that?
They should give you guys discounts for what you do type of deal,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Don't.
It would be, well, just the fact that they let us in at all, and it's only because we get mill levy from all of our counties that we even qualified for Andorf, so. Yeah,
Anyway, okay.
But it's not just the elderly that can utilize this.
right, the buses are
that's
are
right.
public transit,
Yeah.
and one of the things in which surprised me, in Nelson County, we had almost $29,000 in Medicaid rides last year.
Oh, wow.
Medicaid. I mean, that were not necessarily elderly,
Sure.
so you'd have to get a, you know,
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
yeah, they can use them for shopping, they could use them for,
I think right
Um,
now there's a bus that goes around in the mornings and
Yep,
picks up
kids.
kids
Yep.
within
kids,
Kids,
the
yep,
city limits and takes them to school.
yep. And we
For-
we have a lot of, especially in Valley City, a lot of daycares the parents use it to get their kids back and forth from daycare to school or school to daycare. And a lot of those are contracted rides, like where we contract with the school. If we
Sure.
do that, then that money can actually be used to match federal dollars.
Oh, okay.
The fares, if the parents pay themselves, fares get deducted off the top before we request reimbursement. But contract income like Medicaid, schools, nursing homes, assisted livings that we have contracts with, that money can be used to match federal.
Sure.
So that's helpful.
Any other questions, guys? For her? No. Okay, well, thank you
Thank you for what you
thank you
do.
for what you do.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
really do appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me. And yeah, if you ever have questions, I think our information.
No, you got
is-
everything we need, I think, here. So no,
Yeah.
it's a very, very important service, especially a elderly community, you know,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that, a couple stories that I've told at the legislature when we took over in Logan County. We found a lady down there that had not been out of her home for 6 years except by ambulance.
Oh, wow.
Because she was in a wheelchair and she had no transportation. And she hadn't had a haircut I
Oh,
mean,
God.
she hadn't had a dish of ice cream for 6 years because she couldn't.
Oh.
do- And-
How did she survive?
Yeah, survive, yeah.
Her husband, I mean, he'd buy groceries, but she couldn't go in the store and she couldn't go.
Okay,
And
so-
the only place she went was to the hospital if she got sick enough that they had to take her in by ambulance.
Hmm.
So, and we started picking her up once a week and she'd go in and, could even go have coffee somewhere and, get her hair cut and whatever. And, so that was I think that impressed some of the legislators to realize how bad the ability to get those services are in these rural areas for elderly. So, yeah.
Hmm.
That
Where was that?
was down by Lair. Yep,
I know about that area.
yeah. Okay,
Sometimes the women are not treated as well as they should be.
no,
Yeah,
no.
I'll-
And,
I'll just put it that way.
yeah, it's a very German, Russian,
Area.
yeah, so, yeah. And I don't eat sausage, but everybody tells me that
What?
Wishick's got the best sausage in the world.
You remember when they were,
Apple soup?
when the men were advertising in Minneapolis for wives?
No. Huh,
Yeah, they had to.
wow,
Wow.
I remember that.
no,
They couldn't find locals because they were sent to Bismarck to
Okay.
that.
That's probably enough.
that-
okay.
We'll leave that one go. Well, thank you again.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank
Yeah.
you.
So I understand what you're saying about
Yeah.
not getting
Yeah.
out, but
Okay,
it was good that they did, that you could pick her up.
Yeah. Yeah.
so the next item is we have a can I pronounce it? Resignation letter from Leslie, or not from Leslie, but from Elizabeth Hoswinkle. I don't know, but should I read this or should I just?
I think it's in there.
It's in
the
IRC.
pack.
So
So basically, she's gonna go back to the North Dakota Stockman Association, where she was the communication director. She's gonna go back in that position, and she wants to spend more time with her little one, on that one. So, but she said she will continue for next month and a half here at the extension office here to help us out to find somebody new for next month and a half. And she says also I'll be joining the 4-H Lakers Club in Griggs County as a club leader.
Okay.
So she'll keep doing that. So anyway, I guess we probably need a motion to approve this or not, or accept it, or do we not? I think we do, don't we, Jamie? So I kind of thought.
Because it's a resignation letter technically.
Correct, it is.
Yeah, we
So
can vote.
anyway. Which is a bummer for us because we get to start all over again.
But we don't have to try and. find-
No, it's up to extension service. We just approve it.
Yeah.
or
and she
whatever.
did hire a deputy.
That's right.
So they will be starting, I can't remember the date exactly
Okay.
that Elizabeth said, but
And
she does,
who was it we hired?
Kelsey Haugen.
Okay. And she'll be starting fairly soon, I'm thinking.
I
Is
think
that?
November or something. I can't.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
On that one. So that somebody will be in the office and for a while at least. So.
But I think
Anyway.
it'll be good, to get her in a little bit early and then, Elizabeth can kind of have a little bit of training with her before she, the transition and
Sure.
whatnot.
So anyway, but yeah, that's kind of a bummer, but that's just what it is. So I need a,
Kelsey Haugen will start November 3rd.
sure.
I'll make the motion to approve the
name?
resignation letter from Elizabeth.
Okay, motion by Averill to approve the letter, resignation letter from Elizabeth Hoswinkle. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Zorn. Any discussion? Any discussion? One last time, any discussion? All in favor of accepting the resignation, say aye.
I,
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay,
What if we had said no?
good luck, well, I know.
Never mind. I shouldn't ask that question.
I think that's one of those things, whether it's or not.
Yeah.
Just
Vanguard appraisal software, you want to handle that one, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay,
I got a
Um,
question.
oh, go ahead.
I know we got a few more things. Can I just make a motion for a quick 5 minutes.
Yeah, we can do that. Yes, I was gonna say that.
So.
We'll make a motion, or everybody has a motion to adjourn for a 5-minute recess here. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Zorn. All in favor, say aye.
Right.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay, 5-minute break here, guys. Okay. Yeah, that's all right.
What? Had to try get another attorney.
Like or something, or?
No, I don't think he. Basically, he said it would cost me everything. Whatever we could make, he would get it anyhow. So he said you'd be better off doing it yourself. So I went to the damn place and they had handled some conflict of cattle cases before. Maybe knows what's the story, and I'll check it out and we'll let you know about what goes on. He said I could advertise in the paper. Or reward for finding my missing couples. As long as I didn't name the party.
Where's Stockman's on it? Are they still working?
No, not, they just. Without the brand. Yeah, then I would be criminal, so there's no civil. So. We tried to. Do a genetic testing, but we couldn't quite. I don't know whether the guy that bought them didn't want us to clip their ear, or I don't know quite what happened.
It wasn't there.
We never got to go down and. do
That's
the
a
genetic
darn
testing.
shame.
Oh.
Ron, are you available to do more hauling if we ever get to start commenting again?
I can do that for you. Yeah. I made a quick trip last week for Omar.
Yeah, you said out to Wisconsin and back.
Yeah, bought a tower for a generator tower.
Oh, I saw that.
And I have that loaded up.
Yeah.
Guy that he bought it from, he was 92 years old. He climbed to the top of a 100-foot tower and unbolted it, brought it down,
Oh, my God.
ran the skid steer, loaded it. We shoved everything inside one, because they were
Yeah,
tapered, so he
yeah.
yeah, guy was 92 and ran a skid steer, climbed around a trailer like he was 50. Just amazing,
Wow.
Goes to Alaska every year. He's getting ready now. He goes up there for the winter.
Goes up there for the winter.
For the winter?
Yeah,
Roll.
yeah.
No, thank you.
Hunts and fishes and
Huh. Must live by the shore if he's gonna do that for the winter.
Yeah, I wonder if he does. it
Yeah.
Right off the ocean there.
halibut and salmon. He said he brings back.
Must, I think he must live on the coast.
I was told it's especially scenery is just amazing up there.
He's been going up there for, I don't know. He didn't say, but it sounds like for years and years.
If he's 92, he's probably been up there for 30 years since he retired, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, he's been going up there since before that even, he was a mill worker.
Huh.
Pretty interesting guy.
Was there still? I mean, still climbing towers.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you wouldn't catch me on a 100-foot tower.
Me either.
We're climbing green elevators. One of the ones was a 100-foot later, that now they put platforms.
We
This one was
go back.
30s, one ladder all the way
Okay,
up.
once we go back, yeah, start up.
That was exhausting.
She's
climb.
still been, okay.
Yep, everything's good.
Okay, we're back in session here. Took a 5-minute recess here. So, Sam, we gonna discuss the Vanguard appraisal software, please?
So Vanguard appraisal software, you guys took what in the beginning of the conversation, you guys were kind of talking about, contracting with the city of Cooper. And possibly having them pay for a percentage of the software. And then nothing was really done about that. We've now paid 100% of it. The city of Cooper is, still utilizing that. Just wondering if you guys wanted to go ask them to help kind
Pay,
of pay for it.
okay.
We
What-
did take that out of the COVID funds, and I think it would probably be beneficial for the county if we did get them to pay a little percentage.
How much were we thinking? You
I thought it
guys?
was 50% when we discussed it.
Was it? I can't
I think
remember.
so.
They were paying 100% of it there for,
Right.
many years when the county did get rid of, we
Okay.
lost it. So, I mean, yeah, it's whatever. I just wanted to bring it up. We did
Sure.
pay that bill at the last meeting. Just kind of thinking
Mhm.
that would be beneficial to the county if,
Yeah, we can do something, work out a deal, and
Mhm.
and not only does it save us money, it saves them money too.
Mhm.
So,
So should we, one of us approach them and see what they want to do, I guess?
or
I suppose she'll show up at one of the city council
Yeah.
meetings, I suppose.
that, or maybe one of them.
Come here.
Who was in charge of that, Chris, or who?
Yeah,
was-
Chris is in charge of it.
Chris is in,
Olson.
Chris is your city auditor, is the city auditor up there. And then she's also the,
Assessor.
assessor. Thank you.
So, like, let's say for some reason we can't make it there, is there any way that we could maybe have her come here, worst case scenario?
I don't know if you guys just want to kind of approach her, one of you approach her and just kind of, so that she can go to the city council and then, kind of work it that way. I don't know. It was just a thought that,
No, it's a good
That's the
idea.
idea, actually, Sam.
Think they'll volunteer to pay it, or do you think they gotta be kind of twisted their arm?
Well, I'll stop and talk to Chris when we get down here and see what she has to say. How much was it again?
it was 30.
Some thousand,
37.
37,000,
so.
yeah. So they chip in, I don't know, 10, 15,000, I don't know.
Well, yeah, if you do half or
Half,
whatever,
yeah.
yeah, I was in the meeting.
Do something to add, Jamie? No?
No,
Okay, just check.
because
Okay.
because I remember.
It was 38,442.50.
Okay. I'll approach them, see if they what they wanna do. How's that sound, guys? Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Set it up for next meeting.
yeah, hopefully the
Report.
next, I'll report on that one next time, so, okay. Next thing is delinquent tax minimum bid.
So I do need to get the delinquent tax list in the paper. October 2nd, you guys, we took possession of the delinquent tax properties. Now I'm gonna put in an ad in the papers. I'll get it to them by tomorrow with that minimum bid. We do have 7 properties right now. The do not trespass signs have been put on these properties. That's kind of another little push for these people to come in. I have gotten a lot of calls on these. So they do have until the delinquent tax sale, which is November 18th, to come in and pay all 3 years. But at this point, they'd have to pay all 3 years, and then it could go back into their name. Just wanting to know what you want for the minimum bid. In the past, we've done the 3 years owing plus 1 more year. And so wondering if that's what you'd like to adopt this
Do
year.
they have to turn the bid into Amberley to the sheriff?
No, it's
Um,
actually in person.
No, that's your tax sale.
That's your
Yeah.
tax sale.
Yeah, so then it would be, it's a live sale. So everybody would come here, you guys would auction
Oh,
off those properties
we
that
will.
are, yep,
Yeah, okay.
yep,
If they
Yep.
don't pay them,
correct. And they have up until the minute before
Before
the
the meeting.
meeting. I mean,
literally.
No,
yeah,
that's
and
fine.
so it's but it's gotta go back to the previous owner. It can't go, I can't come in and pay somebody's taxes and have that deed go to me.
Right.
It has to go
They-
back.
They will have to pay 3 years taxes, and if somebody bids, they gotta pay 3 years and 1 plus 1.
Yeah.
Is what we'll, to at least.
Yes, at the
Yep.
sale. Yep, yep.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Yep. Need a motion then, Sam?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so,
I'll make a motion for we'll adopt the 3 years plus 1 on a sale.
do I have a second to that, guys?
I'll second it.
A second by Averill, okay. Good. Any discussion? Any discussion? One last time, any discussion? All in favor of the motion, say
Aye.
aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay. Okay, next here. Next is, okay, county health insurance, Sam.
Okay, so I'll take that one. Wish Steph was here, but that's okay. We can table it if we need to. I did look into health insurance for the county, going outside of ND PERS. It's,
No savings.
I don't really think so. No, I mean, really, what this gentleman was kind of saying is that it could vary different price per person, based off of your age, your family size, your, this and that. I don't think budgeting wise, I don't think we would like to go that way. And it didn't seem like it was much cheaper at all. So, and that was with Blue Cross and Blue Shield. I've done Sanford. I mean, if you want that gentleman to come in and talk to you guys, I can. I didn't give out any information on any of this because it basically had the employees' ages, the
Correct.
employees, all that stuff. So if we're
Yeah,
not
that's-
even looking, I don't want to bring that stuff out.
Sure.
So it's totally up to you as to what you want to do. I can have that guy come and talk to you guys, but my own personal opinion, it doesn't look like it's going
Says save
to
us anything.
help with anything. So unfortunately, because it is significantly high and I did hear that it's going to go up again. So that kind of sucks, but I think everybody's kind of feeling that increase. So totally up to you if you want that guy to come and talk or if we're just,
Steph is kind of versed on this, isn't she?
she was kind of the one that was wanting this
Why
information.
don't we just,
so-
could we table this?
Sure.
Yeah.
For next meeting and just
Yep.
get her take on it?
Yep, we
Absolutely.
can do that. Okay, we'll table that one for when Steph's here in person, so. Okay, my favorite thing, old courthouse, new courthouse.
There was,
Okay,
what was it?
okay, I had. I got approached, somebody who runs the theater uptown.
Oh.
Yeah, and we have all those, in the old courthouse, we have all the air conditioning units, the ones that, like these.
Yep.
And they want to know if we get one of those to put, what happens out in the movie theater during the summertime, with protection is upstairs, it gets really, really hot. So I wondered if they could get, we could either, donate one of those to them and they could install it in the movie theater. And I said, right now, give the background on that a little bit, Sam.
So Kelly actually got those units on a grant. And so we got those all put in. I mean, they're not very old. But they have been over there for several years. So I don't know what kind of shape they're in now. But we did donate all of them to the Historical Society. And then they didn't want them, or I don't know how that all worked.
Yeah, we didn't.
So they're all still over there. You guys are
Still
able
ours.
to donate them or whatever you'd like to do with them.
Well, the theater runs on a tight budget.
There's no
and
budgets,
a lot
yeah.
of donated time and
Yes,
money.
it is.
Those people are
So-
volunteers.
Volunteers,
that
so
run
we
those.
will donate,
I would feel that we would donate to them and let them.
decide.
You want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to
I'll
donate.
second it.
Okay. Motion by Zoran to donate a AC unit from the old museum for the movie theater.
Old
and-
courthouse.
Old courthouse, sorry. old
You're good.
courthouse. And then, Ellison, seconded, so. All in,
Do you want them to come in and get that? Would you like Chad to go? Like, how would you like to do that?
How about we just have them get a hold of Chad, Chad
Yeah.
lets them in, they can
Yep.
take whatever one they want,
Yep.
and then we could just go from there. I say they should do that, cause Chad, this is Chad's job to take care of stuff like this.
correct. And I'm probably talking to you afterward if it.
Well,
Probably,
hey, you
to
know
try to
what?
get it running.
You know what, if they do, if they do, if they
I
don't,
know.
they don't, I'm
That's
not gonna
fine.
sit there and beg for their business, because you wanna know something, there's a lot of other qualified people in this area
No, I'm
that
just,
deserve it too, so.
anyway, okay, so first, second, all. Any discussion? Any discussion? One last time discussion? Okay, all in favor of donating it, the EC unit to the
Movie
Movie
theater.
theater in those days. Say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay. Now my other favorite time is future, anything else in old courthouse, new courthouse, Sam?
No.
Anything else you can think of, guys?
I'm still waiting to hear back
On the LED lights? Okay,
So I'm trying to get you guys an actual, a little bit more estimated calculation of what we
Sure.
could save. So I'm not gonna just sit there and throw numbers at you guys and say this, but it could be way off. So I wanna get something a little bit more accurate for you guys.
okay. Okay.
And they have their own people that will sit and calculate this for you. They'll ask you,
Yeah.
you know, what do you have? What, how much are they on? Stuff like that. And they can figure it out for you.
Yep.
Okay, we'll move on to future business.
So right now I have Vanguard and health insurance.
Okay, and then something,
Wayne.
Wayne again on the road grader stuff.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay. Anything else, guys, top of your head?
Not, we'll call you.
Okay. If not, I'll,
make a motion.
yeah.
to do this. Adjourn.
my favorite thing, motion by Zorn to adjourn. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Averill. Any discussion? Any discussion? One last time, any discussion? All in favor of adjournment? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We are adjourned. Our next meeting is at 9:30 AM in this building at November 10th, 2025. Correct? Okay,